Welcome back to Real Turbo Buicks. So today we're going to make a video to give you an update as to where we kind of left off with the last video, where we made 10, 20 at the tires with my new combination, and I wanted to explain kind of where we left off. So what you didn't see in that video is when I took the car on the street, it just was really lazy to get in the boost, and the converter seemed really loose down below as well, because it just was very jumpy. It didn't want to really leave before 3,000 RPMs. So I talked to my friend Jay Rubin, and we got in touch with Dusty over at PTC Converters, and he made me a 9.5-inch non-lockup converter. And we got that in, and we're now going to go ahead and really see how, and we're going to compare how that works on the dyno, and then we're also going to drive it on the street and get some more information there. So now let's go ahead and go inside. And again, I'm at Injection Connection, Dale Cherry. There's no better than Dale Cherry, guys, for Holly stuff, and just really great fabricator and installer. Not many people that I trust with my stuff, and he's one of them. So that's the converter that we went with. We got Dusty over at PTC to be able to make us a converter really quickly and fast. So right now we're going to go back and redyno the car as is, exactly the way it was. And now this one here is a non-lockup converter that we're put into the car. So it's a 9.5-inch non-lockup, and so I expect to make less power, but I expect to make more power than we had with the Circle D when it was not locked up. Again, my ultimate goal here is to make sure that this car drives as well as possible on the street, as close to stock as possible, and Dusty at PTC has the most experience with these converters, and that's what we're going to work on today. So now we're going to warm up the car and make a pass in a few minutes. Now, what I'm really happy with is when I look up top, the horsepower is not dropping off like it did in the older converter when I didn't lock it up. So it's pulling strong all the way straight up through it. So now, the downside is on this is that the car still doesn't make boost down low. It's just going ahead and flat. It's lazy to get into boost. When I get it on wide open throttle, it works, and that new converter is pulling it really good. But it's just like for the street driving, I want to get into some boost for more punch at like 3/4 throttle. Just to this car is more street driven. I don't want to compromise this car. This is a complete street car that I will take to the track and get some good numbers, but I don't want to sacrifice anything. I don't want to sacrifice drivability, and I certainly don't want to just being able to try to get a better number. So in the next video you're going to see us switching out to a HPT 6870, and I'm really confident in that's going to really give us the response that we're going to look for. So we'll see you in the next video.